Hello guys, finally we are here, we are together on the channel and here we go. We have to say this special day, I am so happy. Transfer is the jungle and I want to be together with you, to bring you together with me in this jungle with many people to join, sometimes players, sometimes sport directors, sometimes presidents, sometimes I don't know, agents, many people joining us. So I'm really, really happy. Let me start with this one. Jadon Sancho to Manchester United. Finally, today, on the first stream day, Jadon Sancho joins Manchester United. It's incredible. After more than 1 year talking about this crazy negotiation, Jadon joins Manchester United. Let's talk about the details. Fee will be 85 million euro for Jadon Sancho to Manchester United. We'll have his medical after the Euros with England, but Jadon Sancho finally is here we go to Manchester United. Since today afternoon, I'm receiving a lot of messages to talk also about this deal, this Varane deal. So the contract situation is 1 year left with Real Madrid. So Rafa Varane now has to make a decision about his Real Madrid future. He's back from the Euros after France disaster with Switzerland. Now he needs to talk with Real Madrid because someone in Real Madrid board is still hoping to convince Rafa Varane to extend his contract. But what I'm told is that Rafa Varane's desire is to leave Real Madrid this summer, is to try something new. And I think it's normal when you are a winner, a serial winner like Rafa Varane, winning everything with Real Madrid, winning the World Cup with France, you need to change something. And that's why Rafa Varane, some months ago, decided to go with a new agency, CAA based, really strongly linked to English football. So Rafa Varane wants to try something in the Premier League. This summer, Manchester United will 100% sign a new centre-back. So they are really focused on this point. They will try for many names. They have a list to look at the best option to go for the new centre-back. But at top of this list, we have him, Rafa Varane. So now it's up to Manchester United to negotiate with Real Madrid. They had some contact with Real Madrid about price for Rafa Varane, timing situation. This goes timing in this market will be key. I want to say who was asking how much is missing to see Varane playing for Manchester United. It's not imminent, guys. So we need to wait because what I'm told is that the negotiation is not advanced yet. There is still no official bid from Manchester United to Real Madrid, as also the president, Florentino Perez, said some days ago. But the situation is strong interest, top of the list, and Manchester United will be trying for Rafa Varane as main target as centre-back. The player is open to the move. So now we will see how the negotiation will continue, but for sure the interest for Rafa Varane is real, and Manchester United are keen on this point. Paris Saint-Germain Varane now is impossible because they signed Sergio Ramos. Today was a fantastic news for Paris Saint-Germain fans. Another fantastic news because what Paris Saint-Germain are doing on the market is absolutely incredible. Imagine that they started signing Gianni Wijnaldum. It was a done deal to Barcelona. They hijacked the deal, and now Wijnaldum is joining Paris Saint-Germain. It's official. Sergio Ramos will be the next one. Mohamed Bouassi today was saying that the agreement is done and is 100% confirmed. 2 years contract, medical soon. So I can tell you that is done. So Sergio Ramos will be joining Paris Saint-Germain from Real Madrid. It's still strange to think about Sergio Ramos not playing for Real Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain are focused on new goalkeeper, and we know Donnarumma will be the new one. So the agreement is done. 5 years contract for Gianluigi Donnarumma, leaving AC Milan as free agent and joining Paris Saint-Germain. You are asking me about Hakimi. It's a done deal, guys. So don't worry about Paris Saint-Germain. It's a done deal. They are talking about final paperwork between Inter and Paris Saint-Germain, but the contract is ready. Hakimi always wanted to join Paris Saint-Germain. He had some approach from Chelsea, but never an official bid from Chelsea for Achraf Hakimi. So Hakimi to Paris Saint-Germain, Donnarumma to Paris Saint-Germain, Sergio Ramos to Paris Saint-Germain, Wijnaldum to Paris Saint-Germain. It's incredible what they are doing. And let's see with the situation of Kylian Mbappé. Many of you are asking about Kylian Mbappé and Liverpool. I want to start saying that Liverpool are not working to sign Kylian Mbappé this summer. So forget about it, guys. You are many asking about Liverpool news, but Mbappé is not part of the list because it's impossible to sign Mbappé this summer. But Real Madrid are still thinking of Mbappé as one of the potential targets if Paris Saint-Germain will change their position. What I know is that the president of Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser Al-Khelaifi, is still 100% confirmed that Mbappé this summer will stay at Paris Saint-Germain. But for his new contract, there is still no agreement, guys. So that's why the situation is so open for the future. Mbappe wants to wait. He has still no agreement with Paris Saint-Germain, so it will be interesting to see what happens in the coming days for Kylian Mbappe, with Real Madrid still waiting, but with Paris Saint-Germain pushing and pushing to convince him to sign a new contract. Manuel Locatelli, and when you ask about Italian players, I'm always so happy. I know Arsenal fans are buzzing now, Juventus fans too, because we know him so well in Italy, and we're talking about one of the best players, talking about midfielders we have in Serie A. He had a fantastic season with Sassuolo. He was playing as central midfielder with the manager Roberto De Zerbi, giving him a lot of value. Now at the Euros, he's been one of the best players in general in his position. So Locatelli is one to keep an eye on. What's the situation with Arsenal? Because yesterday, the CEO of Sassuolo, Giovanni Carnevali, was saying, we have a proposal from Arsenal. This is his position. But from Arsenal, they say, we are interested, but it's not advanced yet. Why it's not advanced, guys? Because Arsenal know that the priority for Manuel Locatelli is joining Juventus. Manuel Locatelli is still keen on this move. Let's see if the situation changes, because between Juventus and Sassuolo, there is still no total agreement. They had a meeting last week. Juventus were trying to offer players in the deal as part of the negotiation. Sassuolo want at least 40 million euros to sell Locatelli. Let's see what happens with Juventus next week, because they have another meeting scheduled. The player wants to join Juventus, but Arsenal are still there. They're waiting to see what happens on Locatelli's side to try again, because they want this player. And talking about Arsenal, I was saying Lokonga, talking about midfielders, he's a serious target. Arsenal made an official bid for 17.5 million euro with add-ons for 4.5 million euro. So we are over 20 million euro offered to Anderlecht. It's still not 100% done, because they need to complete something about the future sale percentage. So Anderlecht was this close, are pushing to have this close in Lokonga deal. We will see what happens, because they want 15% as future sale percentage. Arsenal are offering 5. So let's see if maybe tonight we will have some updates on Arsenal side, but Lokonga is really close. Nuno Tavares is 100% joining. Paperwork are going to be signed in the next hours, but it's done. So he's joining from Benfica for 8 million euro. He will be the new left back. Of course, he will be the backup option, because the starter will be Kieran Tierney. And so too interesting to see what happens with Arsenal. Many other moves are coming, and I'm really confident on Smith Rowe contact, because I see you're asking about Smith Rowe, but I expect him to stay at Arsenal. Many of you asking about Camavinga, and I love to talk about young talent. Camavinga is one of my favorite talents in general. So the player is not in a rush. I see a lot of rumors about Paris Saint-Germain, about Manchester United, but it's nothing imminent. And why? I try to explain to you. Camavinga has only 1 year left on his contract. He's really strong in his position, because he's one of the best talents in the world, and he can decide, he can pick his next club. So it's not in a rush. It's only up to the player, and of course Rennes this summer. But what's happening with Manchester United? They have an interest. Yes, how not, I would say. It's normal when you have this kind of talent to have an interest, but it's nothing imminent going on for Camavinga. Keep an eye on Paris Saint-Germain, I say, because what I'm told is that, yes, they signed Wijnaldum, but they want to sign another midfielder. Let's see what happens in the next weeks for Camavinga, or next year, because there is also the possibility for Camavinga to join his next club as free agent, signing from January for the next season. You're asking me about Tottenham news, Spurs news, because now you have Nuno, guys. It was here we go yesterday. It was not easy, because they were trying with Paulo Fonseca and they had taxes problem. They were trying with Rino Gattuso, and Tottenham fans were going against it move, creating some problem to the move, and that's why it collapsed. Also, they were talking with many other managers before. Pochettino at Paris Saint-Germain always said no. Antonio Conte advanced talks with the Italian manager winning Scudetto with Inter, but then the situation collapsed because Conte was not convinced, and they decided to go for Nuno. Now it's time for new signings, and we will talk later about some centre-back updates for Tottenham, because from what I know, their focus will be on centre-backs. They want to rebuild the defense, so right back, centre-back, many signings arriving on these positions, and also we have to see, of course, what happens with Harry Kane. Let's explicate the situation. 2 weeks ago, Manchester City made an opening first proposal talking about Harry Kane with Tottenham. Manchester City offered £100 million for Harry Kane. It was an official bid. There was an email from Manchester City to Tottenham for Harry Kane. In this email, Manchester City were also explicating and saying that they are prepared to include players in the negotiation for Harry Kane. The answer from Tottenham was no, thank you. We're going to refuse this bid and we want to keep Harry Kane. When I say Tottenham, I say Daniel Levy, the president of Tottenham. He's really strong in negotiation and he's really convinced he can keep Harry Kane at Tottenham this summer. Manchester City wants him, Pep wants him, Harry Kane wants to go because, of course, he wants to play Champions League football. But at the moment, Tottenham position is so clear. The player is going nowhere. We want to keep him. He has 2 years left on his contract. So it won't be easy for Manchester City to sign Harry Kane. And they are also interested in Jack Grealish. So keep an eye on both players because we'll be interested to see what happens with Grealish and Kane immediately after the Euros. Talking with Borussia Dortmund people, after selling Jadon Sancho, Borussia Dortmund people are really relaxed. They are convinced we can do it. We can keep Erling Haaland. So if someone wants to sign Erling Haaland this summer, talking about Chelsea and other clubs, it will be like breaking the bank because at the moment it's really, really difficult. When I talk about Erling Haaland, I want to tell you about the general situation. His contract, for sure, you have to pay huge salary to Erling Haaland if you want to sign him. His release clause, many people asking me, Fabrizio, the release clause for Erling Haaland, the release clause is only valid in 2022, so not this summer, but the next one. And Borussia Dortmund prefer to sell the player in 1 year and not right now. This is Borussia Dortmund position. They want to enjoy Haaland and they don't need money because they sold Jadon Sancho today to Manchester United, so they are not in a rush with the Haaland situation. So also Haaland move will be really, really complicated. The situation is like this. They have an agreement, the contract ready to be offered to Paul Pogba. At the moment, there are still no negotiation advanced with Pogba and with his agent, Mino Raiola, but they want to offer him a new contract. Manchester United are also prepared to take the risk to go for Pogba as a free agent next summer, but they want to keep Pogba. So at the moment, there are still no negotiation with Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Real Madrid. Manchester United want to keep Paul Pogba. So that's why I expect Pogba this summer to have huge chances to stay at Manchester United. Then let's see what happens, because for sure the situation is still open, and we have to see what happens on this side. But I think Pogba has chances to stay at Manchester United.